Number 1. Introduce cross or companion selling.
What's the other way to actually get more? Ask for more. Did you actually know that 50% of people buy an additional product if asked? Did you actually know that the greatest single statement ever to get more out of people was when a 16-year-old said, "Do you want fries with that?" Do you actually know that 50% of people said yes? And even the ones that said no, you know what they said? No thanks. You thanked me for asking me to buy more even though I didn't ask. But God forbid, but they'll cancel the entire order if I ask for more. Bullshit. When was the last time that you cancelled your order at McDonald's because they asked you to buy more? When was the last time you said to that 16-year-old, "How dare you cancel my entire order"? What lies have we been telling ourselves? You know, I've got a very simple saying: a good docket is a full docket. Now, you've got to be smart about this. When you are actually, we call this cross-selling. This is what I'm talking about, cross-selling. It's different than upselling. When you are cross-selling, there are certain techniques. The first thing that you actually do is that you make sure you've got the big sale first before you open up a new front. Because has any ever bought a car? You've all bought cars. I recently bought a car for my wife. And she was going to buy it herself, but, you know, typical perspective. "Oh, honey, I'll help you because, you know, those car salespeople, they're ruthless. I will defend my, here comes the white knight of negotiation." So I go in there, and you understand the whole principle that you're buying a brand new car. A brand new car is a commodity. Every new car salesman knows that you've probably been on the internet the day before because it's so convenient. They're dealing in commodities, aren't they? I go in there, we start having this argy-bargy because I have a perception of a car salesman. And I'm in selling, and I love selling, and I like car salespeople too, but I still had this perception. And I go in there and I start doing the whole, "Give me the right price. Give me the right price." This argy-bargy goes on for 45 minutes. This guy actually goes to his boss's office, and he's a big sales manager, and he's got a glass office, and it looks like he goes in there 4 times. He looks like he's fighting for me, and he looks like the car salesman looks like he's on my side. I actually get that impression, and he comes out. And his sales manager's jumping his hands around like this. And going, "Look, honey, he's fighting for us." That is a classic closing technique called good cop, bad cop. And it's also being bridged by a technique called higher authority close. I never spoke to the sales manager once. He didn't even mention his name. And of course you knew that there were only 3 cars left. There's always only 3 cars left. And you actually realised that 2 of the cars were in New South Wales and 1 was in Perth. And you actually realised there was a 6 months waiting time from Japan. Now, honestly, do you think I was going to buy the car if they said, "We've got 3,000 in a lot in Sydney"? Scarcity sells. Always will, always has. Because we hate missing out. What's the other thing that they did? After 45 minutes, get this. I'm exhausted. We finally cracked the deal. I don't get what I want, but somehow we reach in the middle. He closes the sale. Then he introduces round 2. I didn't even see this coming. My defences have come down because realise I don't see them as an opponent anymore. I see them as an ally. It's a psychological shift that you must understand that happens in even the most brutal of aggressive customers. As soon as they've bought the big product, their relationship with you changes. But they do something else. They introduce a new tag team member. Now, this girl happened to be Tiffany. And Tiffany wasn't half bad looking. Now, I was with my wife, and the first thing that they do in the office is they say, "Mr. Gattari, you got a great deal." Now, I'm figuring, they probably say that to everybody, because I'm figuring she's trying to butter me up with my ego and pride, because she thinks, yes, I'm the Tarzan of negotiation. And then she says to me, while I've got you here, I've just brought out a checklist of all the other accessories that can go with your Mazda 6. She just goes through the checklist. She starts off with anti-rust protection. You know what I do? I nod my head. I go, yeah. She just ticks the box. Then she says GPS, and I say no. But here is the profound thing. She doesn't stop. She continues to go. Even when she gets a negative on the second, she's been trained so well to ask for 3 more things. Out of the 5 things that she suggested, I bought 4. Out of the intense negotiation on the price of the car, I did not even ask for a discount on those accessories. And I now know, because this is a phenomenon in many, many businesses, they made more money selling accessories than they sold on the car. That's why you've got to have it. That's the cream. So I reckon you probably got to go back to your business and you actually say to ourselves, what are the products or services that we could actually bundle or package to actually do you want fries with that?